Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something a bit different. We're doing a story time. So remember, like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you guys think. You guys can say it's fake, I really don't care. So okay guys, we're back. And let's get straight into the story. So today started off normal, other than I'm with my dad. Other than I was with my dad. So what happened was he dropped us off at our house because my mom was gone. He dropped us off at our mom's house so we could get dressed and everything. And me and my brother usually walk to school. So, but I got a skateboard the other night and I wanted to ride it. A penny board, if you guys didn't know. So I rode my penny board all the way down to my school. Normal, went through the day. The day was the last day of school. So we watched a movie, and then we played games, and then we went to lunch, came back, watched a show, drew paper airplanes around the room because our teacher was being weird. And then we had a talent show, and then we signed yearbooks and crap. And I got that skateboard all signed up by my friends and all that. And so this skateboard was pretty special to me because my friends signed it and all that. So what happened was, so my dad, I thought my dad was picking me up, but he wasn't. He was actually gonna pick us up at our mom's house because my mom and dad are divorced. So I didn't know that because my screen was cracked because of the night before. Some kid broke it. And then don't even know the kid that broke my phone. But sorry, I'm not used to story times. But in the after school I was sitting outside waiting on my dad because, as I said, I thought he was picking us up. And sorry. So I'm sitting outside waiting for my dad because I couldn't see the text because my notifications are blocked by the screen because it's all cracked right there. And that day we were allowed to be on our phones, but I still didn't see it. So I'm sitting outside waiting on my dad, not knowing. And then this kid I totally don't know, I have one class with him. We'll call him Kai, okay? We'll call him Kai. Okay, so Kai decided, I think he was talking to one of his friends or something. And he walks out of the school. And then grabs my skateboard as he's running out of the school. And as I said, this was the last day of school. And so he could not have gotten in trouble for what he did. And then, I chased him down, grabbed my skateboard because he hit it, and I said something along the lines of, "What the hell? Why would you steal my skateboard, dude? I don't even know you." And he must have gotten pissed off at that point, because he pushed me into a wall. Then, and then I grabbed because he had a hoodie around his neck. Like, he had it on top of him, but he didn't have his arms in it. And, sorry, I'm looking up again. And, Kai decides that he's gonna push me again. So that's where I get him against the wall with one arm on his neck and one on his stomach, pushing him up there. After he stole my skateboard and threw it in this newly concreted stuff. Like, our school was getting a new little place for like all the special needs children, and they were getting like a new little place, and it had been getting ready for concrete, and there was a little bit of concrete from like a mishap or something, I don't know, but and he throws it in there, and I'm like, what the heck? And then that's where I push him up. And I finally let him go after he says, "I'll stop." He doesn't stop. He punches me 4 times in the face. I get a bloody nose. Normal. And then a bystander with the son with the same name as me, Logan. And he came over, and his wife, I believe, took me into his room. I think he was a teacher or something, or knew a teacher, and took me in there, got me all fixed up. And then my board was still sitting in that concrete because there's a little concrete in it still. So I asked, "Hey, can you go get my board and get it all cleaned up before it gets all messed up?" And I'm crying, dude, because what some people at my school know, I cry when I'm mad. There's something that happened. I don't like it. So I'm right in it. So they grab it, they get it all cleaned off. I still have that skateboard till this day. By the way, this may or may not have been today. And yeah, after I get all fixed up, the teacher guy, I believe, I don't know if he's the teacher, but he says, "Hey kid, come over here." And he's standing over there like, "Oh, I didn't do nothing." Like, he's this little, I don't really want to say his race, because you all know what he probably is. No racism there. I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm just telling a story. And, sorry if you guys can hear my upstairs TV. But, yeah. That, and then I end up talking to, let's call our principal Mr. Renter. Okay, random name. Mr. Morencer decides. Okay, so I talked to him. Mr. Morencer says, by the way, school's out, by the way. It's like 3, it's like 3:15 we got out. I left the yearbook signing at 2 something. Like 2, like late 2. Like probably 2:50ish. So then this kid tries to lie and say, I started it. I took the first swing. And then I'm sitting in the office waiting for my dad because Mr. Morencer said that I cannot leave the office until my dad gets here. And then as I'm about to go walk out to meet my dad, I mean no, I wasn't meeting my dad. Let's call the woman Mr. Meek. Mr. Meek was gonna go sit outside with me so I could get some fresh air. Because I've been in the office for a good 30 minutes. I was probably outside for another 10 talking to my friend about what happened. Like, if you knew, the kid probably wouldn't have a fun day. But we're not talking about that. So the kid, not the kid, Mr. Meek, and then Mr. Morencer says, hey, Logan, come in here. I want to show you something. And then, he shows me the security tape, even though I know what happened. I was literally there, but who cares? So I, walk in there, he shows me security tape, I walk out. There's my dad. My dad talks Mr. Morencer. I get to go out, and then we go out. I ride my skateboard out so that I can get all the loose crap out because there was sand everywhere too. And I got it up in the bearings, and I got it all out by shaking it and stuff and riding it. So I ride it out to my dad's car. We leave. We go to Quick Trip, get a drink, and then we leave. And I'm talking to him, and my dad says, if that kid ever messes with you in 7th grade, do what you gotta do, I'll let you stay home. I'm like, Dad, chill. And in the office, my dad and Mr. Morencer were joking, if it was me and you back in our day, we would take it out back, and then the next day we'd be friends again. Which is true, but this kid, yeah. I barely knew the kid. And I had one class with him, which was, math intervention tier 2 because I'm stupid and I didn't do my work. And, that's what I knew him from. That's all I knew. I know his real name. I'm not going to expose any other real names. The only real name I'm exposing is the one kid that helped me. Logan, if you're watching this, you're a legend, my dude. And, Mr. Morencer, you have a good day. If you're watching this, probably not. But, sorry, I'm all messed up in the head right now because of what happened. Cause I didn't want to throw any I didn't want to do anything because if I did, I would have gotten suspended for the first days of school. And I did not want that. But, that's the end of this story. There will be more of this coming. I have some old stories from school sitting around at home. I write some of these down, some of them I don't. But everyone, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day. I love you all. You are all the best.